Seize the day. We're starting over. We're starting over. Seize the day. All right, so hopefully you can hear me now. I do not know what happened. But if you're following this, if you're watching this, if you're joining me, just let me know that you can hear me. Ailish, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you comment and just say, yes, I can hear you, if you can. We had a little audio trouble, so I had to restart the whole thing. We've lost like 20 minutes of our lives, okay? This is very sad. So what happened is, for anybody who's interested in ever doing live things on Instagram or anywhere, is you have to, oh, thank God, you have to turn your phone on Do Not Disturb in every angle, you know, Do Not Disturb, don't call me, etc., so that nothing comes through. So what happened was somebody called through and it blocked the video and it shut off my audio. Isn't that cute? And it was probably a scam call about like my car warranty or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so seize the day. We're going to go over this from the beginning for those of you who missed it. And of course, you can always catch the replay. Declutterthemind.com is one resource that I found, and also tinybuddha.com. And then I'm going to give you my tips on seizing the day. They're all a little bit different from each other, so listen in, see if anything you can relate to here. And if you have anything that you want to add, please feel free to do so. Declutterthemind.com. This is their list. Do something new. Okay. Do something new. Now, when I wrote this down and I read that, I thought, when's the last time I did something new? I'm trying to think. What about you? When's the last time you did something new in your life? Live in the present. Very difficult thing to do in the lives that we live. Hi, Mary. Thank you for your donation for my birthday to the Fresh Air Home. You're the best. Live in the present, right? It's a very difficult thing to do. It's not easy. It's something that we can, this whole list that I'm going to say is going to help us to live in the present. Hi, Tony. We had some audio problems on the last video, so I'm glad that you're here again. Practice meditation, and we have done chats in the past, so definitely look at the library of chats that we've done. There's definitely one on meditation. You can go to our YouTube channel, Kara Yoga, and find it on there too. But there's so many different ways of meditation, right, that we can practice meditation. It's not just about sitting there, right, oming for 5 days. It's really about, it's not even about clearing the mind. It's about focusing, right, on one healthy thought or one healthy thing at a time. So practicing meditation, facing your fears, that's a big one. Helping others in need. These are all ways to seize the day. Some people believe that we go on after this life and that there's more, and some people believe that this is it. My thinking with that is we might as well live as though this is it. Right? You know what I mean? Like, live as though this is the last time you're going to be here on this earth and that there is nothing more. So really taking advantage of being alive in the human form now, right? Because we don't know. None of us really know what's going to happen after. Unless you've had visitors from beyond the grave who have told you. I don't know. So help others in need, play a little. I was talking about this before. Good, Sasha. I'm glad I restarted it. Silly audio problems. Play a little, right? So maybe add a board game into your life, or play cards, or be playful, right, with other people, or have a little bit more playfulness in your whole attitude, your being, the way that you think, the way that you talk, the way that you behave with others. You know, be playful. Bring out that side in other people too by being playful yourself. I was talking before about my son who likes to ask us to play basketball, and I often say, no, thank you. But you know what? I'm going to feel bad about that a little bit, but on the other side of it, I ask him to do stuff like go for a walk with me. I know it's boring. It's boring. I know. It's like an older person thing to do. But he always says no. Okay? All right? If we're like keeping points here, I just want to say that, you know, the score is even. So be playful, play a little, and get out in nature. Okay? These are all things from declutterthemind.com. Get out in nature And I was saying before, even if it means you're opening up a window and you're being near fresh air, right? And you're just breathing it in and feeling good, maybe feeling a little sunshine on your skin. Oh, that's so good. I love feeling that. Okay, then we have tinybuddha.com. I don't know, I was just thinking, why do I use my hands so much when I'm talking? I don't know. Tinybuddha.com, here we go. 10 things. Are you ready? Number 1, remember what's important. This is how we can seize the day. Remember what's important, right? When we get caught up in all that other stuff, that doesn't mean really anything. Remember what's important. Take your vacation, okay? This is something a lot of us think about. We know that we have to do it just to get ourselves kind of out of the norm of what our daily lives are, right? Get out of that routine, shake it up a little bit. Even if it means just like a spa day or just one day that you go somewhere different, like to a park or something out of your daily routine of everyday life, make that a little mini vacation. You know what I mean? Like get that cup of coffee or take that extra walk on the beach or go to the mountains for the day, whatever it is. So take that vacation. It doesn't have to be a week-long thing. It could be an hour. It could be your lunch hour. Your lunch hour could be a mini vacation. Mind your Mibs. Now, I was saying this before, and I love this one. It's so good. You put the Mibs in quotations because it's short for something, and it's this. Moments in between. I love this. This is, again, from tinybuddha.com. They have a blog on there. Moments in between, right? So here I am. I was working this morning. I'm going to be working later. This is my moment in between, and I'm loving it, right? So being mindful of those moments, not just being in them and being going through the process of that moment, that in-between moment, but actually being aware of it. So being mindful of that moment that you're in between the moments. Okay. Set boundaries. Okay? No, I can't do this or that for you because I am busy seizing the day for myself, okay? I'm trying to live this life. I'm trying to take opportunities here to seize the day and be in this life, right? So I'm sorry, but I cannot do the grocery shopping for your family today or whatever it is, okay? That you're doing in your life to, we're helping others in need, but sometimes we're the ones in need, okay? We have to remember that we're the ones in need. So we have to take care of ourselves, set those boundaries, and you can say no sometimes, okay? You can say no all the time, but you can say no sometimes. You have to think of yourself. Okay, this is a really good one too. Whew. Switch off the television. Turn it off. So this is what's happening in my space, okay? This is what I feel. Tell me if you can feel the same. Tell me if you can relate. The television is on, right? My eyes are being stimulated. My mind is being stimulated. It's like all the time. It doesn't stop. It's always being stimulated. I do not have time to be in the moment. I do not have time to be peaceful and present, right? As soon as I turn that television off, as soon as it goes off, the energy in the room completely shifts and changes. So tell me, do you feel the same? Not only for me as an individual, right? But if there's a room full of people here with me, as soon as that TV goes off, it's amazing. Now you're looking at each other, you're talking to each other, you're asking each other questions, you're laughing together, you're being with other people, right? Instead of being with the people on the television set, which is the truth. That's what we're doing. We're being completely taken away from this moment when the television's on. Okay. Choose fear over regret. Do you have regrets in your life? Did you not ask that person to marry you? Did you not take that fun train ride to a different city that you wanted to take? Did you not ride the Ferris wheel? Did you not get on that airplane to go visit somebody? Did you not skydive when you were thinking about it or get that tattoo? Right? These are fears that come up in all of our lives. We all have fears. So what would you rather do? Would you rather live in fear or would you rather live with regret? I think that's a very interesting question that we can all look at ourselves and answer in ourselves, right? Okay. Let go of grudges. Why are we holding grudges in life? Why? Why do we hold grudges? What a waste of time, right? What a waste of time. And it really takes up space in that seizing the day mission that we're on. Because when you're holding a grudge, you're really living in the past, right? You're not living in the present. So let go of grudges. Find time for hobbies. What are things that you like to do? There's so many hobbies that you can choose from, right? So choose something that you like to do or something that you'd like to learn to do. Yes, Sasha. When you have a grudge, it's true. It takes up the mental space. So true. So take up some hobbies. Find time for hobbies. Maybe you'd like to learn how to play the guitar. Maybe you want to sing more. Maybe you want to do puzzles. That's fun. I like puzzles. Be clear. So be clear in your intention of what you want in life for yourself and for those around you. Be clear in what you're thinking. Be clear in what you're saying. Be clear in the direction that you want to go. Right? And sometimes that might take sitting down and journaling, writing things out, or just closing your eyes and taking a few minutes to meditate to figure that out, right? But just taking a step back and finding clarity in what you want to do. I find that yoga does that for me. Yoga and meditation. Number 10, this is from tinybuddha.com still. Start an I've never club. This is a cool idea. Am I going to do it? No. But it's an idea. So you start a club, you get some friends together, and everybody kind of says what they've never done and what they'd like to try to do. And then as a club, as a group, you kind of tackle each of those things together, which I think is really adorable and so cute. Am I going to do it? Not necessarily, but I think it's a really adorable idea and really great. And why not? You know, and you don't have to start the club with other people. You can do it with yourself and just, you know, call it your own private club, an elite club, an exclusive club, okay, that only you are the member. Okay, so lastly, these are my tips that I came up with. You can agree, you can disagree, you can tell me what yours are instead of listening to my thoughts spewing out of me. Number 1, do less. Now, what do I mean by that? Do less. What I mean is stop racing around and trying to do a million things, thinking that you're going to accomplish seizing the day. Right? Doing a million things doesn't necessarily mean that you're seizing the day, that you're living in the moment, that you're present. Now, that was number 1. Number 2, and it's kind of along the same lines, slow down. Slow down, right? Like, slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last, just kick 'em down the cobblestones. Looking for fun and feeling groovy. You know what I mean? Na 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 na, feeling groovy. All right, so that's, I like that song because it reminds you to slow down. I love that. Okay, practice breathing. This is my number 3. Practice breathing better. Okay, it's not just like practice breathing and being aware of the breath. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Sasha. It's not just about breathing. You're born, you breathe. The last thing you do before you die, you breathe, okay? So breathing is automatic, right? It happens throughout your life. What I'm saying is let's consciously breathe. Let's take deeper breaths and practice that so that in the moments that we need it the most, we are practiced in it. And it comes naturally to us to breathe better. So it's a practice. So we inhale deeply. Think of your lungs. I like to think of the lungs as an upside down tree. And we're filling up the branches of that upside down tree with the oxygen that we breathe in through the nose into the trachea. So then right? So practicing, just mentally visualizing what all of that looks like when we inhale and then when we exhale helps us to learn how to breathe better. So it's not just about, okay, am I breathing? Because that's good. You want to make sure you're breathing, number 1. But number 2, am I breathing deeply enough? Am I getting enough oxygen in? And then when it goes in, am I using the functions that are supposed to be used in my body to help me breathe at my best capacity? It's not always about getting the most in. It's about how we use it, okay? And how we don't waste it and how we get rid of what we're no longer using. So that carbon dioxide that needs to come out of us because it's sitting in there. You know, if we don't breathe it out, it's just sitting in there and then we get tired and we get different messages that are not true in the body because we have this carbon dioxide level kind of like hanging out. Okay, so breathing better. Number 4, do kind things whenever you can. Which, if you think about that, you can do kind things all the time, right? We can do kind things all the time. Even like just the way that we're thinking can be kinder. We can have kinder thoughts. Which it's easy to go to a more negative way of thinking, especially, maybe about other people or situations or the world, right? And especially if you watch, again, television or if you're on social media a lot or whatever it is, wherever you're getting your information from, is it negative? Because then that's what you're feeding yourself with. Mm-hmm. Does it make you want to be a kind person if you're getting that feed all the time? Probably not. So do kind things when you can. Number 5, tell someone how you feel. Right? Tell people how you feel as often as you can. I love you, right? Or I'm having a hard time today being around you. You don't have to say it in a mean way, but being honest is a big thing in my book, but with sincerity, with kindness, and also with self-awareness, right? So you're going from a place of, wait a minute, what's going on with me here before I let these words come out of my mouth, sort of thing. Number 6, move your body as much as possible. Okay? As much as you can move your body, do it. Okay? Because it's an energy. Your body is like an energy center. And so when you move it around, it's shifting that energy. And it's moving things. So it's allowing those energies to not be stuck and sitting around in there. It's also giving your body an opportunity to do what it was built to do, which is to move. right? So keeping in mind that movement from the inside is just as important as movement from the outside, which brings us back to that breathing thing. Okay, so when we're learning how to breathe more deeply, it's helping us to learn how to move the body from the inside. So moving as much as possible throughout your day. Number 7, sing, dance. There is no wrong way, okay? There is a no wrong way. So get your sing on, get your dance on, get her done. Belt out those tunes. Do it now, because there's no time to waste. We have to seize the day. Number 8 on my list, practice gratitude. Oh my God, there's a cat behind me. That scared me. Face your fears, Kara. Face your fears. Practice gratitude. What are you grateful for? It's not just saying like, oh, what am I grateful for? It's actually making a list every day. You know what I mean? Like in the morning, in the night, whatever it is, or verbally telling people in your life, I'm really grateful for you today because of this, right? I'm grateful that you did this for me today. That was so thoughtful, right? So a little gratitude list can go a long way in seizing the day. Number 9, spend time getting to know you. And this is what I say a lot in my yoga classes. Now, when I say it a lot, I don't know if it comes out of my mouth a lot or if I just say it in my head a lot. I know it comes out of my mouth. I just don't know if it's a lot. When you do things like that, when you practice yoga, when you do meditation, when you go for a stroll in nature, or you just write in a journal, all these things that you're doing to spend time with yourself are things that are, it's like you're on a date. This is what I tell people. It's like you're on a date with yourself. And you're getting to know yourself. And every single day, we change. Every day, there's something new that can come up in our lives and in us, right? Because we're constantly evolving and we're constantly changing. We're constantly learning things. If we're lucky, if we allow ourselves to learn new things. And we're constantly becoming more aware of things in life, right? Oh, in ourselves. Hi, Jenna. So when we spend time with ourselves, it's like being on a date with yourself, almost for the first time, every single day that you do it, right? So you're learning new things about you every single day, right? And why not sit and just write those things down, right? Or voice record yourself talking about that. Hey, I went on a date with myself today and this is what I learned, right? I'm such an interesting person and I really like myself and I think I'm going to ask myself to marry myself. You know, something like that. So get to know you because, you know, like I said before, if this is it, if this life is it, and we're not going to come back to Earth again in a future life, then this is your last chance to really get to know you. And number 10, be around living beings that you can practice the art of loving with. The art of loving. How do you love? What words do you use? What behaviors do you express? What ways do you express love? So giving yourself that opportunity by being around others that you can practice that with, in my opinion, is a great way to seize the day. I am so glad you guys joined me today. I did this topic today because of what happened with Alec Baldwin this morning. I felt so sad about it on his movie set. And, you know, somebody died. And I thought, you know what? That person went to work this morning and they didn't know that was going to happen, right? We never know what's going to happen in life. So, seize the day. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad that you decided to spend this time with me today in an effort to seize this day. And I really hope that you do something, whether it's something that we discussed on our lists or something completely different, to seize the day and live your life today, now. Don't wait. Don't wait to do all those things or say these things or be with the people that you want to be with. Don't wait. Okay, my darlings, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next Friday. If you have a topic you would like to discuss, or if you want to join me on any of these live chats, let me know. Namaste. Love you, Sasha. Mwah.